If your wrinkly balls were flopping around as you jorkled your tiny little nanopeanuts whilst floating around the zero-gravity environment of the International Space Station, and you accidentally ping-pong ricochet jork-flopped your saggy nutbag right onto the emergency airlock release button, you would get sucked off into space, and your dweenus and balls and scrumptious little peach fuzz ass cheeks would be completely incinerated as you plummet back towards the Earth. But what if there was a way to rescue your micro-dinky and nut pouch from being flash-fried? The Earth is surrounded by a layer of conductive charged particles called the ionosphere. It's also surrounded by a gigantic magnetic field called the magnetosphere. When you got sucked off into space while orbiting the Earth, you fell smack dab in the middle of both the ionosphere and the magnetosphere, placing you in the perfect electromagnetic environment to use an electrodynamic tether. If you shooted a long conductive wire out of a grapple gun down towards the Earth as you plummet, with your nutsack flopping around like a grocery bag in the wind, and there was an anode at the far end of the wire to suck in electrons, and a cathode connected to the grapple gun to splooge electrons out. The wire slicing horizontally through the magnetosphere's field as it orbits would induce a voltage in the wire, and the charged particles of the ionosphere would create a closed circuit to convert that voltage into flowing current, which would in turn interact with the magnetosphere to generate a Lorentz force, which accelerates your orbit and slows your re-entry to Earth, preventing your peener from getting roasted off, at least for a little while.